Hello, today I want to show you how to run a Shardeum Validator node on Google Cloud Platform. The first thing to do is to go to the Shardeum documentation, click on Run a Validator node, and you will see the option to go to Cloud Service Providers. You go into that and you go into Google Cloud Platform. Here you will find instructions on the prerequisites and all the steps you need to take to create an account. And I'm sure you will find a ton of other resources online on how to do that. So I'm going to skip over the account creation process and just go into my Google Cloud Platform. All right, so here it's going to show me all my existing instances that I already have. So when you get to this page, you probably won't have any instances. So go ahead and click Create Instance, and you can give your instance a name. In this case, I'm just going to do Shardeum Node. I'm going to do a demo so I can remember that it's not an actual running live instance. And I'm going to change my region because I already have a ton of other instances running in this region. So I'm going to bring this to a region closer to me. I'm going to use Doha. And then the other thing you want to do is change the boot disk. I'm going to use the Ubuntu operating system. It's currently set to Debian, but I don't want to use Debian. Also, this is an important step because if you choose Debian or any other operating system, the commands that I run in this setup might differ for you depending on the operating system that you choose. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to 20 gigabytes and select. Something else you want to do is be sure that you're following the minimum requirements set up in the Shardeum documentation. So this is the minimum hardware requirement. You need 250 gigabyte SSD storage and a bunch of all these other things. Because I've done this a couple of times before, I know exactly what works for me. But in your own case, make sure you select the system requirements that fits the required specs. All right, so when you have that, when you've set the boot disk, you want to allow the HTTP and HTTPS traffic, and then you want to go ahead and create your VM instance. Then when you create this instance, there are one more thing you need to do, and that is to set up the firewall rules. The firewall rules allows you to open up the ports that the Shardeum Validator is going to need in order to run effectively. I already have that set up in my VM instance and across all my instances, but I just want to show you again how to do that if you're doing this for the first time. So what you would do is you click on Create Firewall Rule, and you can give it any name you want. In my case, I'm just going to say allow Shardeum Node. And then, excuse me, you want to leave all the defaults and come all the way down to targets. And this is going to be allow all the instances in the network. So if you're doing this for the first time and you're a beginner, you want to just select the easy option, which is all the instances in the network, because if you want to start specifying targets or selecting serviced accounts, it might get complex for you. So I would recommend do this for now, and then source your IP ranges, allow anywhere as well. This will be 0.0.0.0/0. This would allow connections from anywhere, and then you want to open up 3 ports basically. So select TCP, and the port you want to open up is 9001. You want to open up 8080 for the dashboard, and you want to open up 10,001. I just want to take a quick look at their documentation to be sure that those are the ports that we need to open. So let's find the ports we need to open up. We need to open up 10,001, 90,001, and 8080 for the dashboard and P2P communications. You would need to open up 22 if you want to SSH into the VM instance from your local machine, but I'm not doing that, so I won't need to do that. I'm going to get into the web terminal for the GCP right on my browser. So we've done that 90,001, 8080, 10,001, so that should be enough, that should suffice, and I want to create this. So because I've selected the targets to be all the instances in my network, this would automatically apply to the new VM that I just created. So that is pretty much all I have to do. So now I want to go back to my VM instances. So let's go to compute engine, VM instances, GCP styling is broken. And now we see that we have our Shardeum Node demo instance running. You can tell that it's running if it has the green check mark. All right, so now let's get into the SSH terminal. So this is also very secure because it will transfer your SSH keys to the VM and give you a web terminal to work with. So this takes a second, and then we authorize it, and we should get access to the terminal. Now, from here, what you want to do is run the install command to install the Shardeum Validator node. And let's go to the documentation and grab that command. This is it. So this one, I'm going to grab this. So I'm going to paste this command here. So let's go ahead and run this command. Select yes. The responses to all of these prompts are also in the documentation. So if you don't know which prompts do you want to say yes to or say no to or select the default, just check the documentation and let me show it to you. So you can look at all the prompts and how to answer them here if it's confusing to you. All right, we'll come back and just complete the installation. All right, do you want to run the web-based dashboard? We definitely want to say yes to that. And then we want to put a password that we can use to access the validator dashboard when it's set up for us. So you put your password here. And then accept the default port. Enter, enter, enter. So accept all the defaults from here. And from this point forward, you don't have to do anything else. You just wait for the installation to complete and you would access your dashboard. Okay, we're almost there. There we go. Okay, perfect. So now you see that the validator dashboard is installed. You could navigate into this home directory to perform the commands, but I will go ahead and try to access the dashboard. This is it's this one. So I'm gonna hit this and go to port 8080, which is where the dashboard is supposed to be running, and then click on advanced, click on the actual URL to access the dashboard. And here we go. This is your Shardeum Validator dashboard. You just log in here with the password that you created when you were setting up the dashboard. I'm going to try to do that. Connect securely, and we're logged in. So from here on, you can connect your wallet, get some test tokens from the faucet, start your node, stake your node, and get it to participate in the network. I hope this has been helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.